Hey peoples, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now you guys, I don't know if you've been under a rock or not, but there has been a lot of drama because y'all already know June is right around the corner. And I don't know if about time this video comes up is going to be June. That means that's Pride Month for the gays and the trannies and the little non-binary wannabe gay men. um, that are going to be shoving their perverse ideologies down everyone's throat. And recently, Target has been at the forefront of that right now, where conservatives and Republicans are not fucking around with Target right now. Target has been boycotted, Target sales have been going down. And I just want to really talk about this because honestly, as a gay man, and what I've come to learn and over the years since being a young teen, and I've been to Pride Month before, and to see what's going on now as like a grown adult with a functioning brain, I really think Pride is very unnecessary, and I think that these corporations that are pushing Pride and, Black Lives Matter, Black History Month, Women's International Month, I think all these days are very unnecessary. I think that we should be able to just live our lives and don't have to be celebrated for our sexuality or our race. We're just all humans and we have different characteristics, we have different preferences, and it is what it is. And I don't think any company should needs to pander to certain individuals, because it's quite literally cringe. And to see the conservatives and Republicans out there really push back on Target is showing how much of a cultural win that they are doing recently. Like they did with Bud Light, now they're doing it with Target, and I don't understand why these companies aren't taking heed of this. But what I've learned is a lot about these woke companies, pandering to different types of people. They're doing this because of the money, obviously, and that's why over the years growing up, I figured that out. And I'm much more smarter now. And I think that a lot of people are catching up on that. And even a lot of gays are catching up on that. But, what's really funny to me is like how Adidas first, they came out with a swimsuit that was featured with a man. And he had this bulge. And, at first I thought it was like, oh, okay, I guess this is probably like a gay man, swimsuit, stuff like that, right? No, this is a fucking swimsuit that is made for women. And I'm over here like, bitch, what type of woman has a bulge? And why is this in the women category? Like, it just doesn't make no sense to me. This is what makes everyone so mad. It makes me sick, honestly, because it's obvious that it's the erasure of women. And now Target's doing the same with these tucking constructions within swimsuits for Pride, for the Pride display and stuff like that. And it's like right in the same section with the kids section. So, there was a lot of conservatives out there that was getting it confused that this was a swimsuit that was made for children. But either way, it's all wrong regardless, and at first I thought that it was for children, but actually it's for adult women. And it's a swimsuit with stripe rainbows on the edges of a black swimsuit. And it has this tucking compartment, but I'm like, dude, either way, if it was for children or women, objectively no woman has a genitalia that is of a man, okay? Either way is bad because objectively no woman has a penis, period. And this continuation of the erasure of women is why people are upset, and this is why I totally understand. And I don't support Pride Month. I don't support this woke ideology that is trying to force people to accept and to think that it's okay to erase women. It's quite literally disgusting, honestly. And to see these conservatives going there and stump on the Pride Month signs, which I find to be very cringe and very performative as well. I seen another girl claiming that she was like, where's the straight month display? It's like, girl, like, you're going into harassing random employees that has no, that literally just work there. Okay, they just work there.
Your pride display for your children to see. Okay, these are like naked people on shirts. I was curious where the straight section is. So like shirts that say like straight pride and like hetero is hack, super cis. You guys have like, so there's gay clothes, but you have like specific straight clothes for straight people. Bill. Oh, I was just curious where the straight section was.
If you really want to do something, go to the fucking the fucking headquarters of Target, bitch. I'm waiting for that fucking moment to happen when they all go up there. Every conservative out here that goes to these local Targets, go to the fucking the HQ, bitch. I would like to see you go up there and talk to the real people who's behind this and really like put them in a fucking chokehold for once in your life. Like going to like these Targets and like, you know, fucking with random ass people for no fucking reason that literally just got the job because they want to get the job. I just think that's wrong. But like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you know, I'm not the one who's going to jail. I'm not the one who's going to be out here protesting Target when I know that this shit happens every fucking year, okay? And on top of that, they only doing this for fucking money. You think Target really gives a fuck about LGBT people? The only reason why Target is fucking hiring gay people is because Human Rights Campaign and George fucking Soros is out here funding all of that, along with Amazon, along with Macy's, along with Lyft, along with all these different corporations that are getting paid to, you know, display this woke ideology that is coming from the LGBT community. So either way you think that you're boycotting Target or like you thinking their sales are going down or whatever like that, they're getting a huge lump sum of money. And on top of the, you know, people who are not on the right that see your outrage and see you putting it more and more on blast, the shit is selling out. I was looking on Target the other day and I was looking at like these swimsuits. It was like, oh, only one left. I was like, oh, like, bitch, the shit is selling out because everyone, when you put more outrage and more attention on this shit and going into, you know, these spaces and, you know, destroying the display, doing vandalism, doing threats to Target, stuff like that, people are inclined to do the more opposite, which is like what we do on the right. We do the more opposite. We will go in these places and we will fucking cause a ruckus, but then the left is going to go in there and go in these places and they're going to fucking buy the shit. They're going to keep on continuing trying to you know, continue to support these companies. So either way, you know, yes, we win the culture war, but at the same time, they're still winning. So either way, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now. We have to find better alternatives of what we should buy from, honestly. And you know, I'm actually sacrificing my brows right now because I usually get my eyebrow pencils and some of my makeup mostly from Target, so I can do my straight brows correctly. I had to do my brows with eyeshadow today because I don't want to go to Target. My Maybelline brow pencil is always there. It's always my Maybelline brow pencil, black brown, has always been at Target. Kroger's doesn't carry it. Walmart doesn't carry my color anytime. Target always carries my color. But guess what? I'm sacrificing my face for this because it's important to me. I would never support a company that is going to you know, try to erase women. Like, I'm never going to do that. And I think that it's wrong that what they're trying to do. I cannot believe that they had these tucking compartments in the women's section. It's like, dude, trans women are not women. They are biological men. Why can't you just put a trans section in the Target, like, in Target, have a trans section, and then you have a women's section? I think people would be so much better with that. Like, honestly, I think people wouldn't care. But when you're trying to say that women and trans women are the same, you are completely making people much more angry and much more like not accepting of the LGBT community. But you know, it's like, it's our fault though. Like, it's not my fault. It's the LGBT people's fault out there, the woke bitches out there, the they thems out there that has created this ideology to try to erase women and also infiltrate, trying to erase gay men as well, and also trying to erase trans women as well. All of it is going to eat itself up regardless, because um these people don't even know what a woman is. These people don't even know what a man is. These people don't even know what a gay man is. I'm a gay man and they think that I'm fucking trans. It's like, bitch, like, I just don't get it, you guys. It is what it is. All of this is sickening to me. Pride Month is here, bitch. So y'all motherfuckers better get ready, because I'm already seeing like this disgusting shit that's going on with like these gays performing and like they're dancing on top of a cross. They're being much more egregious, even more now than ever. And I think it's because of the radicalization of how they're getting fed by the media, and with some conservatives out there, saying like we're going to um eradicate trans stuff like that. These people are so dumb. They don't get what some conservatives mean by the ideology and stuff like that. So they're gonna get more radical. Everything's getting more radical. So, it is what it is, and I just want gays and even trans people, actual transsexuals out there that is within the LGBT community, because I do feel like I'm not a part of no community, but I think that the LGBs are just ignoring it as a T's, and the T's are just ignoring as a LGB. I think that we should just literally, we made our fucking bed, bitch. Now fucking lay in it. You know what I mean? We've been the T's have been a part of the LGB for such a long time. You bitches need to start fighting together all together. Cause first of all, us gays, we're not trans. It's much more better to have a trans person to speak out against trans ideology that's destroying their existence and destroying women's existence than the LGBs to speak out against it. So, instead of trying to be like, they're gonna cut the T's, it's like, you need the T's to combat this ideology that is harming them and harming women. So stop trying to act like that you're better than anybody else, because you're just as disgusting as the T's. You piss me off, and I'm going to continue to talk about this because I'm sick of you love is love bitches out there that literally is the same ones who allow these gay perverts parade during Pride Month. And I see you bitches out there celebrating Pride Month. So I don't give a fuck, bitch. The T's are just important as the LGBs to combat this woke ideology, and you can suck my dick if you disagree. Speaking of trannies, bitch, we're gonna get into this motherfucker that really irritate the fuck out of me. And I forgot what this bitch's name is. What is Nominal Naomi? Some shit like that. Naomi, Nominal, whatever the fuck. It's his tranny that literally is like so disgusting. Like, this person is literally so grotesque. I don't understand how this person got a hold of a child and adopted and was allowed to put its man juice and feed this baby its man juice, when we all know that men cannot lactate. Like, whether or not, like, oh my God, it makes me so disgusted. Like, whether or not you think that you are a woman, you are biologically a man. You cannot lactate. I'm just letting you know right now. And like, the child, I feel so bad for the child. It makes me emotional. That child is being abused. That child is being abused as I fucking speak right now. That child is in the presence of an OnlyFans cow fetish man that is literally trying to fake lactate pus out of his chest to give to a baby. Like, why? How did life get like this? Like, how did people allow this? Who allowed this person to have this baby? I mean, looking at this person just alone, why would you even allow a child around it? Why would you allow a child around it? He does not look normal. He looks psycho. He looks disgusting. He looks like a witch. I don't understand this. Like, I was looking up like so much stuff because this person was bringing out like these scientific, like, studies about how trans women can produce milk from their tit because of the estrogen they take. But there's so many other studies as well that talks about how like that's also very dangerous for an infant, and how like that is literally chemical induced milk. So you're basically giving that baby the hormones that you're taking and giving it to the baby. Do y'all get like it's disgusting, That study that he was trying to, impose and say that like, it's perfectly safe for a trans woman to give a baby milk. There's scientific evidence that literally talks about how like that's incorrect. Like what? Like no man can lactate as much as like the estrogen is giving you some type of milk pus out of your chest. You're not feeding that baby no milk. That's the chemicals and the estrogen liquid that you're giving to that baby and feeding that baby that can be harmful. And plus, that's not even enough of milk to even feed that baby. So what? I don't get this. I don't understand this. Like it honestly freaks me out. Like, and to whoever gave this man this child is disgusting. Also, I want to read you some stuff too that I was reading up. Although there have now been 2 formally documented cases of successful breastfeeding in trans women, there is an ongoing barrier to exclusive breastfeeding in trans women, which is the relatively low milk supply. This was seen in both our case and the one presented by Rasman and Goldstein. The volume of breast milk produced by both of the trans women in these case studies would not sustain a growing infant. Period. Without supplementation, supply deficiencies may be due to the lack of hormonal regimen guidelines for trans women or fewer ducts in trans women compared with biological women. It is known that oral progesterone is not well absorbed and is extensively metabolized by the liver. Therefore, other methods of progesterone delivery that bypass the liver may be superior for breast maturation and lactation induction. Regardless of the outcome pertaining to the volume of milk production, this case was successful in that patient was able to have experience that was formerly only available to biological women. We should therefore rethink what successful breastfeeding means. That main goal of lactation and induction in trans women may not necessarily be milk production, but rather the non-nutritional benefits that come from the breastfeeding. So that's basically saying that whether or not you are, lactating this chemical induced milk by hormone replacement, is still not going to be beneficial for the baby. So what Naomi's doing is very abusive to this child, and this child will not be a fully grown, it won't benefit the growing of this child. And this is why trans ideology is very destructive, because these people actually think that they can be women when they are biologically like not wired to be that way. And this is why we should speak against this, because it's really dangerous, and what they're doing to children to achieve like this normity of trying to become a biological woman, it would never happen, and they are harming children in the process. So you guys, that's what I want to talk about today with this, like, because it's really disgusting. It makes me so sick to my stomach to see this happen. I really hope that Naomi gets stopped, and I hope the Child Protective Services take away that child. I'm happy to see other trans women to talk about this, Blair White and many other trans women on Twitter to debate this person, but this is really scary, and I really hope the best for that child. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you always. Also, don't forget to check out my Amazon storefront if you like any of my makeup that I wear or any items that I use for skincare, whatever like that. I really appreciate it if you go over there and check it out. And yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to be yourself, no one else. And comment down below what's your thoughts about the Pride collection. Do you think it was crazy outrage for no reason? Do you think that these corporations are pandering? Whatever, just comment down below. Anyways, I love you.